Hello, my lovelies. Cancer, this is going to be your weekly reading. We are changing things up on the channel, so instead of having a gazillion readings for you, we're going to have one that encompasses all your messages for the week. So not all of these messages will be available on Monday morning. They will be staggered throughout the week. Today is your day, so let's get you some messages. What do we need to hear from the songs? What do we need to hear for Cancer? All right. Ooh, somebody wants you to open your arms up to them on this journey. Could be that there's some trouble in paradise. Could be that maybe you guys are in separate places right now. Energetically, there could be some distance. Are you open to receiving love and affection? Nothing's going to change my love for you. I feel like whoever this person happens to be, it doesn't matter. They love you unconditionally, so nothing's going to change how they feel. I'm here without you. They could be at a distance from you emotionally or physically, and I feel like they want to close that gap and bless the broken road because all the twists and turns and detours led you to where you're supposed to be. All right, what messages do we have from the dragons? What do we need to know for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Cancers, what messages do they need to see? Home. I feel like you're about to spend a lot of time or energy in your home. We are headed towards fall and winter where I live in the world. So I feel like creature comforts could definitely be important to you at this time. Home is about, where is your heart? Home is where the heart is, right? And I feel like you are working towards either beautifying your space, maybe creating a loving environment if you didn't have that before. But I feel like home is going to be your focus this week and your self-worth. So are you working on those things? Maybe you have projects around the house that need your attention. Maybe you're trying to get things ready for the holiday season. Maybe you also need to focus your energy inward on your self-worth. Are you struggling with that? Are there some things that make you feel like you're less than that you need to pay attention to? Is your mental health struggling? Your physical health, emotional health? All of those things factor into our well-being of our vessel, and I feel like that's something that you need to spend some time focusing on this week. From the angels, what messages do we have for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, angels. All right, composure. There could be something that comes up this week that ruffles your feathers in a way that frustrates you, creates anger, rigidity, and I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you that you need to focus your energy back within and keep your composure. So knowing that there's something coming sometimes I feel like helps us avoid those issues. So whether you need time to meditate, to pray, grounding, refocusing your energy, spend some time doing that this week in order to keep your composure. And friendships and union. So there could be a certain someone in your life that you want to close a distance gap with. I also feel like this is an opportunity for maybe somebody new to enter your life that creates a lasting connection with you, whether that's a committed relationship, a union, or a friendship that maybe stands the test of time. Interesting. All right, let's see. What do we have from signs, symbols, and synchronicities for my Cancers? That's a lot. All right. Ooh, we want to be really cautious of who we are getting involved with, friend or otherwise, and stay away from the piece of shit, okay? We don't want those people in our life. They're no good for us, so we need to stay away from them. That's why you need to keep your composure. You may have to tell people you don't want anything else to do with them. The Trident tells us that we have a lot of power within us, so you can change things, you can control something, and you can also let go of things. So the power to control your emotions. The Trident belongs to Neptune, which would have been like the king of the sea. So maybe you are learning to actually control those emotions so they don't get the better of you. That's also growth, change, and transformation. And like a phoenix, you will rise from something that was meant to defeat you. So embrace the change, go with the flow, transform. You are going through a rebirth. And the dragonfly. So this tells us that there might be some things coming to light, some changes that might have to happen for us. There could be some self-realization that's coming up for you this week, and you need to adapt, change, and transform. All right, from our shadow self, what do we need to see this week? What messages need to come out for Cancer. All right, we have the Seven of Swords. In the shadow, it means that whoever is being deceptive, sneaky, or lying to you is about to be found out. Why? We also have the Piece of Shit card. So whoever these people are, you're going to find out, and you're going to have to pivot to go in a new direction. What else do they need to see? The Wheel of Fortune. You might have felt really kind of down in the dumps, like really negative energy. And I feel like with your self-word card being out here, know that you have the power to change and transform that. You don't have to talk negative to yourself. Negative self-talk is really something that's hard to break, but it's not impossible. So start speaking good to yourself. Start paying yourself compliments. Even if you feel silly doing it, do it for 21 days and you've made or broken a really good habit, or you've broken a bad habit. But I feel like the wheel is something that's telling you things can change, and maybe some things need to change for you to feel better. The Six of Coins. So we're worried about finances. Maybe we've overextended ourselves somewhere. You need to reel that in. But I feel like you also need to keep your composure. There's some things that I feel like you need help with that you might be doing all alone. Maybe it's the financial aspect. So ask for help where it's needed, especially from your spirit team this week. What is that? The Eight of Coins. So there is also something going on at work that I feel like you could be making a new friend, but I also feel like you need to really pay a lot of attention to work right now. The biggest reason being that your reputation could be on the line, and I feel like if it's not a good fit for you, it's time to walk away. But if it is a good fit for you, make sure you're putting in the effort. Somebody could be a little bit lazy here and not really putting their best foot forward. How do we integrate? How do we find the balance? We have to face our fears, and then we have to be able to take action and make changes where it's needed. So with the moon, I feel like there's something that will be revealed to you this week, allowing you to see who these people are that aren't good for you, or situations that need to change. And some of that is an ending, and I feel like it's an ending to negative self-worth, as well as controlling your emotions, as well as ending a cycle of bad luck. And I feel like all of those things are transforming. It's Scorpio season, which is the death card energy. So that's telling us that things are changing in this time frame. The Eight of Swords, we're overthinking it, feeling really stuck and trapped by our finances or a specific situation, and that needs to change. You do have a wish fulfillment that's trying to come in. I feel like it could be a job, it could be a friendship, it could be a connection with somebody that maybe things haven't been going well, and I feel like that's about to change. All right, what do we need to know for our message for the week? Show me 7 cards for Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Show me what's happening for them in the next week. All right, Cancer. There's a lot of confusion. I feel like the confusion comes from whoever this unscrupulous person is. My nose is itching for confirmation. I feel like you're not going to be confused once the truth comes out. And so that's a very good thing, because if you're confused on maybe who this person is that's a piece of shit in your life, you need some clarity in order to make a decision. Spirit wants you to trust your intuition, that you need to really trust the signs that Spirit is giving you, and that something needs to end, and your intuition is going to show you or tell you who the fuck it is that needs to out the door. You might have a lot of options when it comes to love. Use your intuition, choose wisely, know that everything that glitters is not gold, and that something is not as it appears. So get to the bottom of it and make wise decisions. The Empress energy is the divine feminine. She's somebody who's nurturing, she's empathetic, she embodies all of the energy of all 4 of the queens in tarot. Motherhood, fertility, pregnancy, not out of the realm of possibilities when she shows up, but you could be in union soon with your divine counterpart. Interesting. You have the moon out of several decks, so definitely feel like this is your energy coming through. I feel like you need to get in touch with your emotions this week instead of bottling them up or suppressing them. I also feel like you really need to trust your instincts everywhere this week. And really that's going to help you to keep your composure because your intuition is going to tell you what needs to change and when. I also feel like with the moon that any sort of deception or illusion will be illuminated, giving you the clarity you need to make decisions. But you will need to take action. So you're going to have to find your confidence and your bravery in order to go forward and do so. And then Spirit's offering you a fresh start and a new path. Are you willing to take a leap of faith this week and try new things? Step out of a comfort zone. Work on healing some aspects. Work on beautifying your space. Working on clearing out energy that is negative and no good for you. Remember, the only caution with the Fools is to look before you leap. Make sure you know who and what you're getting involved with, and then don't be afraid to take that first step. Have a great week.